Hey everybody, Happy New Year's. This is me here, Zach, and this is the Command Dudes, Episode 7, Mr. English. This week we got some sweet new decks for you. Casey's playing Infect Toggo, Matt's playing Artifact Creature Spam Nylea, Tyler's just playing a Gavi pre-constructed deck, and I'm playing a Hamza +1/+1 counters, trying to cheat out some Eldrazi. Let's get into it.
I'm going to play an Evolving Wilds.
You've got a
For
gun.
us, pass.
Draw. Play a tapped Balaged Recovery land. Tyler, your turn.
Play plains and pass turn.
Tyler's
Fair
in step
magic
up.
here.
Tap and sack it.
Yep.
Draw for turn. Play a Forest.
Calm
Tap
down.
2. Swiftfoot Boots. Pass, sack, Matt.
Plains.
I'm confused.
Tap 2. We're gonna do a Paradise Druid. And then pass turn.
Forest return. Tap 2 for a Sylvan Library. Pass.
Play
That's
a
messed
Sky
up.
Cloud Expanse and then tap a plains and it to add white blue and play an Ominous Seas. Pass turn.
Play this, and I'm going to pay the 3 life. We're going to tap 3
Nice.
for Toggo. Goblin weapon skill 2. Pass turn.
And tap. Draw. A Forest. Tap 4. Or 4 Stone Coil Serpent. Pass
So it's a
turn.
Beginning of my draw step, I draw 2 additional cards, and then I choose 2 cards from among them. I can pay 4 life to keep them or put them back on top. I will put them both back. Forest return. Tap 2 for the Sakura Tribe Elder. Pass my turn.
Untap. Draw. Placing a Foreshadow counter on Ominous Seas. I will play a Prairie Stream tapped because I do not control 2 basic lands. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. I'm going to tap 3. Do search for tomorrow. Search library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield. Forest. I get a rock, guys. Look, yeah, dude. I'll tap the one I just got, and I'll just equip the boots too. Toggo. Swing at Matt.
Yeah, I'll block the 2 and then sack the Tribe Elder before damage.
And then I will pass turn.
Draw. Pay 1. And we're going to Light of Hope. Destroy target enchantment. Sylvan Library. Play a Plains return. I'll tap 2 for a Rest in Peace. I'll attack Matt as well. He brought up that I have a 4/4 trample, so.
Untap.
He hates you, man.
Draw for turn. Land for turn. We'll pay 4 mana for my commander. And then we will pass the turn on to Tyler.
On your instep, I will tap 2 to basic land cycle out, migratory route. I search for a mountain. Untap. Draw.
Just a lot of
Foreshadow
hate.
counter. We are going to surprise you all with a mountain for turn. And I'm going to tap 4 for Brawlin, Sky Shark Rider. Partner with Shabraz. So I'm going to go grab that and pass my turn.
Draw for turn. I'm gonna tap 3. 2 forest for Viridian Corruptor. The 2/2 with infect. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact. I'm gonna blow up the serpent.
Serpent?
Bitch. I will tap 1 to equip the boots to the corruptor. And I will swing 2 infect damage at Matt.
You kidding me?
Here it is. Toggo Infect. He said it was coming.
All right, that's all I could do, Zach.
Untap, upkeep,
Oh.
draw, land for turn 3. Champion of Lambolt. Creatures with power less than her can't block her, and then whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I put a +1/+1 on her.
You're not going to attack the Paradise Druid. There's no way.
I'm gonna attack Matt for 2.
There's no way, Casey. You better rock that thing. I swear to God, if you don't rock that thing, I'm going to be so fucking mad. Oh my God.
Fast turn.
I draw for turn. I'll pay 3 mana for a Beast Whisper. I will cast a 1 mana, reduced to 0 artifact creature. Signal Pest. I draw a card because I cast a creature. I will tap 2 instead and play a frog that costs 4, but he has affinity and costs 1 less for each artifact I control.
So you
I draw a
tap.
card on cast. It is Tyler's turn.
Untap. Draw. This goes to 3. Play a Temple of the False God for my 5th land. For a red. For Gavi. I'll swing the Sky Shark Rider at Zach.
I take 3. No block.
Before damage, I'm going to activate Gavi and cycle away 1 card. When I discard a card, he becomes a 4/4. And then I will draw a card, putting this to 4,
We all take a damage, right?
and make it. I make 2/2 dragon.
Bank, and then I take 4, so I take 5.
Turn.
Right?
Tap 2 for Soccer Tribe Elder. We'll equip the rock to the Viridian Corruptor.
It's an infected rock,
one.
Matt.
Tap her. And this creature deals 2 damage to Matt's dome, which is 2 infect damage. And then, yeah, pass my turn.
Play a forest for turn. Why am I drawing only lands? Tap 2. For Basri's Solidarity, put a +1/+1 in each creature you control. 4 mana. Cast my boy. Because a creature enters the battlefield, this thing gets another +1. But I'll swing these 2 at you.
All right, how much?
1, 2, 5. Then I pass my turn.
Untap before the draw a Worldly Tutor. And put a creature card on top of my library. We are going to add a Palindium Mirror. That's on top of my deck. I'm shuffling right now. We will pay 3 mana
Mm-hmm.
to cast a Solemn Simulacrum.
That's a card.
When I cast him, I draw a card, and then I do the thing. And then I believe I will pass my turn on to Tyler.
Okay. Untap. Draw. This goes to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for a Chandra. She starts at 4, but I'm gonna use her +1 this turn to make 2 elementals. I'm going to play a Is It Boilerworks tapped, bouncing the Temple of False God to my hand.
Ooh.
I will swing 6 at Zach.
I'll block one of them with my 5/5 commander, and I'll take 3 from the other one.
These guys exile. Am I instead?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to do the tribal guys instead. Sack it. It's exiled, though. Enters tapped. I get a rock. Untap. Where's my rock? Whack! Draw for turn. Yeah, I just need land at this point. I'll tap 3 for Sword of Truth and Justice. Tap 2 to equip it to the Viridian Corruptor. I will swing at Zach.
I take 4 and then proliferate, and then what are you targeting?
I'm only going to choose poison counters on players. So, Matt, you add a poison counter, please. Oh, whenever you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control, then proliferate. Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Oh no.
Damn, I don't want to.
Man.
Yeah, so I'm going to
Oh,
choose.
you could proliferate that
Yeah,
+1/+1
Yeah,
counter
I'm
too.
choosing that. All right, I'll pass turn.
Untap.
Just gonna.
Draw. Yeah, we're gonna have to start hitting him, Matt. Let's team up.
I
Soaring.
can't. I'm not going to do damage.
I'll do damage to him right now. 3 for a Unbreakable Formation. +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. And if I cast it in my main phase, then they gain Vigilance, and normally it just gives Indestructible. But launch your combat. Attack Casey.
With everything?
Yeah.
How much damage is that?
You can't block any of it. 4, 10, what's that? 14.
Yep.
Of which is Commander. Then I pass the turn. Zero
Untap
juice.
for turn. We will pay 3 mana to cast a artifact spell called Tangle Root. And it says whenever a player plays a creature spell, that player adds 1 green mana to their pool.
Interesting.
Okay.
So that means for everybody. Whenever you cast a creature, you add 1 green mana to your mana pool.
Why are you trying to mana
Cool.
burn me? This is flashbacks. This is scary.
I'll pay 2 mana to cast my Palindrome Mirror. We will use the 1 mana that I got from Tangle Root and this land to cast a Smuggler's Copter. I will play a tapped Hideaway land for turn. Got you. How big's Toggo? 2/2?
Yeah.
I got you with 2 2/2s and a 2/3.
6?
Yeah,
I'll take it.
that's all I got. Tyler, you're up.
Okay. Untap. Draw. This goes to 6. Oops. That's Temple of the False God for turn. 5 for a Mercurial Chemister. I will use the general, or the green, to pay for this and tap this to add white-blue and play an Azorius Signet. And I will plus Chandra, make 2 elementals at Matt this turn.
I will chump block 1 of them and take 3.
Pass turn.
Draw for turn. I will swing at Tyler with the Corruptor.
I'm going to declare him as a block. And then before blocks, I will use Gavi's ability to cycle away my counterspell. It's going to go up by 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw a card. But yes, everyone takes 1 damage. I drew a card, so this is going to go up to 7. Rest easy, my friend. In exile.
I'm gonna tap 3 and play Primal Growth, and I'm gonna kick it by sacrificing the Corruptor. I just search for 2 basic land cards.
Put them into play tapped.
Put them onto the battlefield. 2 rocks. One, Blasphemous Act. And then I will tap 3, blast my 3, to play a Rotwolf. He's a 2/2 with Infect. Whenever a creature dealt damage by Rotwolf this turn is put into the graveyard, you may draw a card. Doesn't matter, but it has to Zach.
Untap. Well, everything I've built is gone in a blink of an eye. And I top deck a land. We'll cast this guy. I hope I have
I
enough.
can't
1,
crack
2,
it.
3,
Not
4,
yet.
5, 6, 7, 8. Crack it. Get a land. Pass turn.
Off for turn. Oh my god, I drew a land. I can't believe it. Play a command tower. You'll pay 4 mana for a Guardian Project enchantment. Will pass my turn to 10.
Okay. Untappies. Oh, this goes to 8. I'm gonna play
No,
Crystalline
it's an enchantment.
Resonance. Whenever I cycle, I can have it become a copy of target permanent. 5 for a Shabraz. I'm gonna go 0 on Chandra. Discard 2, draw 3. 3 counters on Shabraz and gain 3 life. Pass turn.
Draw for turn. 3 for a Phyrexian Crusader. He is a zombie knight with first strike, protection from red and white, and infect. Equip that. And tap 2 to equip it with the Sword, Truth, and Justice. But where's
Yeah.
that? Fuck that. I'll leave this one up as a blocker because I only have 15 HP.
Before blocks are
Oh,
decided, I'll pay 4 mana. Rampage of the Clans. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. For each one destroyed, each player may or its controller makes a 3/3 green centaur token.
I'm going to tap the Mountain and the Azorius Signet to cycle a Remote Isle, drawing. That will trigger Crystalline Resonance, and I'm going to make it a copy of the Rotwolf. And then I'm going to pull 8 counters off of this and make a Kraken.
Alright, I'll use 1 centaur to block your 2/2 first striker.
Crows and Verge. Attack Matt with 2 3/3s.
Get another
I'll
token.
take 6.
Alright. Pass turn.
Drawing for turn. Tap 7 for Zendikar Resurgence.
Man, what a game-ending card.
Whenever you tap a land, it taps for an additional land that a color that it can produce, and then whenever I cast a creature, I draw a card.
Is that just you or everyone?
Just me.
Untap. Untap. Draw. Shabraz trigger. Gain a life. -5 on Chandra to deal 5 damage to each creature. 7. And I will pay 3 for a Bonder's Ornament. 16 at Zach.
I have no blocks. I take 16.
I will
have
pass turn.
15.
Untap.
I'm not killing Casey. That's no fun.
4. Core Prowler. It's a 2/2 infect, and when it's put into a graveyard, proliferate. Woo! Rain on. Enters the battlefield with 3+1/+1 counters. Whenever a creature you control dies or is put in the command zone, if it had 1 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it may put that many +1/+1 counters on target creature. That's all I can do.
Alright, I'll untap. I'll draw Ugin. 5. Elder Gargaroth. Pass turn. Take me on a ride.
For 0 mana, we will cast a 1/2. When I cast this spell, I draw a card. 0 mana, I'll cast a 2/2. When I cast that spell, I draw a card. And we bricked. We will tap 4 mana to activate Nylea once. Reveal the top card of my library. If it's a creature, I can add it to my hand. It is a creature. It is a Mirror Enforcer. He's got affinity for artifacts, and he's 7 mana. With my 1 floating and tapping 2 more lands, I'll cast the Mirror Enforcer for 4. I draw a card. 1 floating, 2 more. That makes 5 again. I'll cast Greater Good. I have 1
Oh.
floating still. We will activate Greater Good, sacrificing the Mirror Enforcer, drawing 4 cards and discarding 3. Heroic Intervention, Traxos, Forest. Castle Garenbrig for turn. I'll tap this for 2. Nylea's ability, using the 1 floating and the 2. Creature, it's not. Goes to graveyard. Tap 2. For Season of Growth, whenever I cast a creature, I can scry. pass my turn on to Tyler, and I
Untap, draw. Shabraz goes up 1, and I gain 1 life. I'm
should be
going
fine.
to activate Gavi's ability to discard this card, draw, and make a Dino Cat. Shabraz goes up. I'm going to make the Crystal and Resonance and Elder Gargaroth. I'm going to 0 Chandra, discarding 3, drawing 4. Shabraz goes up by 4, 3 for a Drakehaven. Whenever I cycle or discard a card, I can pay 1 and make a 2/2 blue Drake. We'll send the 6/6 at Casey, the 8/8 at Zach, and the 14 flying at Matt. When the Elder Gargaroth attacks, I will draw a card, making Shabraz a 15. Making him a 15. Gain 1 life. You're blocking with Ray Hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
you
No
take
blocks.
3 trample damage.
Okay. Yeah, Casey, you take 3. Zach, you take 8. And Matt, if you can't do anything, take 15.
Matt took 15.
3 for a hieroglyphic illumination. Draw 2. I gain 2 more. Pass the turn.
I will tap 8. Ugin.
Okay.
I will use his ability and minus
I
mount
will
7.
activate Gavi's effect in response to cycle this to counter target activated or triggered ability.
Yeah, I think I passed my turn. I can't do anything.
The end, I'll do this.
Hey, oh, let's go.
Attack Matt.
I'll block with Nylea 5/6.
Cool. I draw a card. +1 engine. 3.
You did it.
Don't just pass.
For Hydra's growth. +1 on the
Kind of
Gargaroth.
scary, actually.
Pass the turn.
Tap. Ballad Ged Sanctuary for 2 mana. We will cast an artifact creature for 1 mana. And then it says when this dies, I can return target artifact card from my graveyard to my hand. I cast this card, I'll draw, and then I scry. Yeah, we'll keep it on top. We will activate Greater Good and sacrifice this 2 attack power creature. I draw 2 cards and discard 3. I'll discard a Forest, a Rona's Monument, that's a green one that gives +2/+2, and Trample. And then I'll discard a 6 mana sorcery that says draw a card for each creature I control. I have 1 mana floating. I'll use that 1 mana to cast a Skull Clamp. I will then tap a Forest for 2. I'll use 1 of it to equip the Skull Clamp onto the Mirror Retriever. The Mirror Retriever dies. I draw 2 cards. And then I grab an artifact from my graveyard to my hand. We'll add Bontu's Monument to my hand. Still have 1 floating. Tap a Forest for another 2.
You got
Good
it.
job.
The Bontu's Monument, and it says whenever I cast a creature spell, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain a life. We will we will play a Reliquary Tower for land, pay 2, to 1, equip Skull Clamp, making this a 2/1. And then we will activate Greater Good to sacrifice this. I will
Okay,
draw a
nice.
total of 4 cards. Yeah, I'll draw Skull Clamp first, draw 2, and then draw 3 with, draw 2 with Greater Good and discard 3. I'll discard enchantment. I'll discard a forest, and we will discard a Llanowar Visionary. I have 1 general floating. We will tap this for 2 green. We'll use 1 green to cast our first creature. Llanowar Elves. Everybody, please take 1 damage. I draw a card because I casted a creature. I have 2 mana floating. With 0 mana. Hope of Girper. 0 mana creature for me. Everybody lose life, I gain life. And I draw a card.
Matt's got some
with-
interesting pronunciation.
Yep, I am Mr. English. With my 1 green, I have now 1 general floating. I'll cast a Friendhorn Elves. Everybody lose a life, I draw a card. It's Finhorn? Oh, it's
Fin
Finhorn.
Findhorn, not Friendhorn.
Friendhorn Elves, huh?
You know how it is. With my 1 general, I will equip the Finhorn Elves, the Skull Clamp. I draw 2 cards. I am now out of floating mana. I will now tap the Command Tower for 2 green mana. I will use 1 of it. I now have 1 floating. To equip the Llanowar Elf. Oh, come on. Stop drawing lands. I'll
We
use
take
my
a
other
damage.
floating one to equip the Hope of Girper. It dies. I draw 2 cards. Tap 4 to activate Nylea once, having 1 floating. It is a creature card. I have 1 floating. I'll tap the forest, then use all my mana to activate Nylea again. We got a Steel Overseer on top. We'll add that to my hand. We'll tap my last land for 2 land. We'll use one of it to cast the Steel Overseer. Everybody take a damage. I draw a card. We'll use the last 1 mana to attach the Skull Clamp to the Overseer. It dies. I draw 2 cards. We will cast an Endless One for 1 mana. Everybody lose a life. And I gain a life. I draw a card. I will pass the turn on to you.
I will activate Gavi's effect to discard this land. Draw a card. Shabra goes up by 1. And I gain. Oh, I need to gain 2 life here. I don't think it matters. I'm going to make this an 8/8 Kraken. 2 3/3s, a Gavi, and a Dinosaur Cat. That's Zach. 2 8/8s at Casey, and Shabraz at Matt.
Casey, your fights are first.
Yeah, I will just block one of the 8/8s and then die to the other one.
When I block, I'll gain 3 life with Gargaroth. I'll block Gavi and one of the 3/3s, and I'll be at 1 life.
And I am dead to a flyer.
9 for Gavi. Up, pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, this goes to 2, draw. Yeah, attack Chandra. And then I'm gonna draw a card off my Gargaroth. I scoop. I got nothing.
Hopefully you guys understood why I called the episode Mr. English. The pronunciation was all over the board, but besides that, everybody's decks seemed to do what they wanted to do. I think the only thing we could have done more is think about what Tyler was doing, because although he was playing a precon and you usually don't have to worry about it, sometimes that gets you into a space of like a mind space where you just kind of ignore that player and just let them do whatever they want until they have so much resources that you can't really deal with them, which kind of happened this game. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You can catch us every Sunday at 9 p.m. PST. And if you want to keep up to date with us, you can follow us on Twitter as well as Instagram. So there you have it. Happy New Year's, guys. See you next time.